What's good, y'all? And welcome to Come On In and Get Some with the Bishop, where we have a little conversation, have a few laughs, and ease your mind. All right, everybody, just calm down. Just calm down. The Bishop's here. And I want to welcome you to episode 7, I do believe, of Come On In and Get Some with the Bishop. I want to thank everybody for all the support that you have given me so far. You guys have been amazing. I am up to 45 subscribers. Yes, 45 subscribers. And if I get 5 more, I'll be able to live stream. And then we could chop it up a little bit more. But first, let's get all the preliminaries out of the way. I like to give my shout outs. And my first shout out goes out to Sil Abdul over at the Sil Abdul podcast, where you can get all the information you want on movies, comic books, sports, and entertainment. So go on over there to Sil Abdul podcast and tell them that Bishop sent you. Then I want to give a shout out to my boy Skywalker the Jedi. He, along with Leon of the New Geeks, came up with a brilliant idea of our hashtag Cell movement, which is hashtag Cell ZSJL to Netflix and hashtag Cell Snyderverse to Netflix. We are trying to get Warner Brothers Studios to license Zack Snyder's Justice League characters over to Netflix, where Zack currently has a good home and he's blowing up the spot with his new movies. You have to see Rebel Moon, the Scargiver. But before you do that, you need to go back and check out Rebel Moon, A Child of Fire. If you like sci-fi, if you like Star Wars-esque movies, you'll love this. The man did his thing. I just saw it last night. He did his thing. Okay? So I want to give a shout out to those guys for starting this wonderful movement. And once again, for all of us who are in the Mikeyverse. Mikey Sutton. He was a journalist, and he had his own web magazine. Yes, he did. He had his own web magazine. It was called Geekosity. And he also made his own comic book called Dreamwalker. I'm not sure if they're still available, but I think they should be. Go check him out. He was an incredible guy, and we miss him. All right. And I want to give a special shout out to one of the beasts in our movement, Adrian Hajvasi. Adrian has been off the chain. Since day one we started this movement, he has never wavered. He has always been giving the positive and uplifting speeches to the fandom to keep us motivated and keep us on the right track. He's been tirelessly every single day, maybe a couple of times a day, dropping videos on X, just reminding us that the fight is not over. So I want to give a shout out to you, my friend Adrian. All right? Now, we're going to get into this show. Wait a minute. Hold on. We got to turn on our homegirl, Miss Timer. All right, Miss Timer, come on. It's time. We got to do the things. You going to say hi to the people? Okay. And start. Absolutely. Today's another good show. It's going to be another good show. My friend that I had that I was talking to, Integrity, he came back with some more questions. And I'm more than happy to answer them. And if you have a question that you want me to answer or that you want my opinion on, drop it down in the comment section underneath the video. All right? Don't be scared. Come on. We can talk. Okay? And I want to give another shout out to my friend Alvin Moten. I'm glad that I was able to help you. It's my pleasure. All right. So Adrian has some more questions for me because, like I told you in the last video, he's been on the fence. He used to be an atheist, but he's more on the fence now, and because of, that's what I say. If you don't believe in God, I don't know how you don't when you see everything that's going on. Everything is going on has been foretold. Everything. Earthquakes in diverse places. Strange weather. Men becoming lovers of themselves. There's a great falling away of the church. All these things are happening. Okay? So, and I guess he started to see some of these things, especially in media, where they do a lot of satanic things right in front of your face, but a lot of people don't pay attention. But he saw it. So it's kind of shaking him a little bit. And the Lord guided him over here to my channel. And I'm happy to help. So we're going to answer some more questions from Integrity, if you don't mind. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. His first question is, let's see, where is it? Do I have any books or documentaries that I would like to recommend to the people? And he said besides the Bible, because that's the most obvious answer. But yeah, the Bible too. But I also, oh God, I have to get the name of the author, I guess. But one book that I'm listening to now, because I have an eye condition, so it's kind of hard for me to read a lot. Even though I can read very well. But so I listen to it. It's The Lost Books of the Bible, aka the Apocrypha. These were the books that they decided were not canon to the Bible. I don't know who decided that, because some of these books in there's a book called the Book of Adam and Eve. It is the account of Adam and Eve right after they got thrown out of the garden. And it rings so true. Every time I hear it, it rings true. There's more than just 66 books of the Bible. I'm sorry to tell you that, but there's more. Okay. Any documentaries? Left Behind. Well, it's more of a movie. It's not a documentary, but yeah, I would recommend those two. The Lost Books of the Bible, or just look for the Apocrypha, and Left Behind. Okay, what's the next one? 2. Heliocentric or geocentric model. Now, for those who don't know what we're talking about, our Earth. It is no secret that I do not, absolutely 100% do not think that we are flying around on a ball of water. It is ridiculous to me. That's the heliocentric. The heliocentric model is that all of our planets are spinning around the sun. Helios is the god. Helios is the sun god. Helios is a sun god, also known as who? Satan. Lucifer, the dragon, the knucklehead who was stupid enough to try to usurp the throne of heaven. Him. So it's no coincidence that they're going to tell you that we are spinning around on a ball, and the ball is, while it's spinning, is spinning around the sun. Come on now, let's get it. That's heliocentric. Geocentric, to my understanding, is more of what I believe in. We are stationary. The earth is not moving. We are not on a ball. Tell me this. How in the natural hell can we be spinning around at umpteen miles an hour? I think I said this in one of my other videos, but I'm going to say it again. How can we be spinning around at umpteen miles an hour and then spinning around the sun at umpteen miles an hour, and all the calculations come out to like 66666.6666? You don't believe it? Look it up. And you mean to tell me that we're spinning around and gravity, this so-called force gravity, is so strong that it can hold water on a ball that's spinning? But here on Earth, we can hang glide. Birds can fly. Balloons can go up in the air. I can hop and leap. Well, not like I used to, but I can jump. I can jump off the ground. If the gravity is so damn strong that it can hold water, the oceans, on a ball that's spinning, then how in the natural hell can we do all the things that I just said? Hang gliding. How can birds fly? Where they do that at? Y'all got to think of common sense now. Common damn sense. Stop thinking about what everybody's telling you. Look it up for yourself. Think critically for yourselves. My God. And the Lord is the one that sent me to that. He did. He sent me to that information. And when he sent it to me, it rang so true in my spirit, I felt like a sucker. All these years, I'm looking at the blue marble thinking it's a beautiful thing when it's a composite picture. You mean to tell me you got these telescopes that's so strong that you can look way millions and trillions of light years out there and see galaxies and all these things that are so wonderful supposedly in space, but you can't just turn the damn thing around and look at the planet that you live on? You can't just turn the thing around and say, that's Earth. They can do it with CGI. They don't want you to know what the Earth really looks like. Mm-hmm. There was a man back in the 30s, I do believe. His name was Picard. And I do believe that's where they got Jean-Luc Picard from on Star Trek. His name was Picard. He took a balloon as high as it could go. As high as it could go. And he said, when he came back down, that the Earth looked like a disc, a round disc with upturned white sides. That means we are not on a ball. You know what they did to him? He disappeared. Because he also, on the other side of the ice wall that surrounds us, he saw more land. Of course they know it's more land. You don't think they spent all these years in Antarctica digging, moving, running, doing all these things over there, and they haven't found anything? Then why in the natural hell, since the 30s, I do believe, or the 20s, I'm not sure, every country on this earth has to be notified, and they have to give permission for anybody to do any work in Antarctica. No one can claim it. No one can go there alone. And the treaty was signed way back then. Guess when it runs out? 2040 something. I think 2048. Why on earth? We can't get along naturally now, just sitting around here trying to live life plainly. But you mean to tell me every country in the world can come together on this one thing? That's because they know. They know. If we were to find out the real truth, everything they tried to say that we were or are would be flipped on its head, and God would be back in control. That's the reason, because people are like, well, why would they try to deceive you and everything? Because they don't want you to know who you are. If you know who you are, you know that you are a child of God and you are made in his image, then you wouldn't be doing the things that you're doing. They wouldn't have power over you. It's about power. All right. See, I'm y'all get me into it. Okay. Uh, yeah. And so I believe in the geocentric model. I don't believe that we're spinning around the sun. I don't believe that we're spinning at all. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe any outer space because no one has ever seen it. You've only seen what you see through the firmament. And that is a curtain, like the Lord said, is a curtain laid upon the firmament for seasons and giving light at night. Period. And for the sacred days. That's it. Those planets out there are wandering stars. The Bible says they're lights. You cannot land on a light. That's why there's images of the moon transparent. You can see stars behind it. Now, if it was a solid object, you wouldn't be able to see it. Now, would you? People get on my nerves. Okay. All right. Next question, number 3. Is compassion and forgiveness for everyone? I believe it is. But when you give compassion and forgiveness, it's not for you. I mean, it is for you. It's really not for the person that you're doing it for. It's for you. Because if you can't forgive someone of their transgressions and evil deeds and things that they have done wrong to you, then how can you expect the Lord to forgive you for all the evil thoughts and evil things and lascivious things that you have done? He's our Father. And he figured if you don't have the compassion to forgive someone, what makes you think he want to forgive you? He's a forgiving God. But he wants you to be like him. And if he forgives you, what makes you think that you have the authority or the gumption to not forgive somebody else? Now, he was talking about like murderers and things like that. Yes, even them. Even them. It's not for them, it's for you and your relationship with your Heavenly Father. He will take care of their judgment. All he wants you to do is do what he will do. Forgive. Because how many times have y'all done did something? Come on now. We human, ain't none of us out here perfect. How many times have we done did some things that we know wasn't of God, but we did it anyways? That's the whole problem of the world now. Everybody don't want to think about God because they know they would have to calm down and get it together. But don't nobody want to calm down and get it together. They want to be overly sensitive and talk about, I want to do what I want to do. Here we go again. In my truth. Stupid. So yes, compassion is for everyone. It is for everyone. My friend Integrity here gave an example. He said that sometimes he thought that people were like mothers were weak, or that because they forgive their child's murderer or whatever thing. It's because it's for her. She's not forgiving them for them. She's forgiving them for her. So she can have peace of mind. So her Father in heaven can see her compassion and see that that she's doing what she's supposed to do. So compassion is forever. I have forgiven people for doing some of the most heinous things to me, saying things, embarrassing me, talking about me, lying on me, and I've forgiven them. See, there's a difference between forgiving and keep moving with them. See, I'll forgive you all day long. That don't mean I have to fool with you. There's plenty of people I have forgiven, and I don't deal with them because I don't have to. But I don't have to. I don't have to keep dealing with you. I will forgive you and hold no grudge against you. But I know that I will stay away from you because I don't want to be put in that position again. You feel me? Next question is, this is a good one. I don't know if you guys heard about Dr. Emoto and his rice and water experiment. The experiment is where he takes three glasses and he puts rice in it, organic rice, so there's no chemicals in anything, and some organic water. I mean, the good water, that good water, the good cool water. And I'm just playing out. But he took three glasses, he put rice in it. Then he covered the rice with water. Each one, they're set right beside each other. One of them, he would say thank you to every day. Thank you. And give it positive things. The one next to it, he would cuss it out. He would say evil things to it. And then the third one, he would just ignore. He wouldn't say anything. A month goes by. The one that he was talking sweet to and saying thank you and giving it praise and all that, it started to ferment. But the fermentation gave off a sweet, pleasant smell. The one that he was cussing out like he wasn't a child of God, like he was just a nasty thing, that one turned completely black. And the one, it was like mold in it. It was like mold and stuff in it. And then the one that he ignored just rotted. And he asked me about these experiments. He was like, what was your question? How powerful are our words? I'm so glad he asked that. Because I tell people all the time, you can ask my friends, you got to watch your mouth. What you speak on people, what you speak on yourself, what you speak into the universe. I don't mean to say in the universe because that's just something that everybody says and I say. But you got to be careful what you put out there. The Bible says, and I quote, there is life and death. No, life and death is in the power of the tongue. You can speak life upon yourself, upon your family, upon your situation, upon your home, upon your everything. You can speak life. But you can also speak death, decay, evil. When you're talking about people that talk about people constantly, people who got a nasty mouth, people who just want to sit there and start stuff for no reason, people who are always busybodies, always nosy in somebody's business, always got something to say, never say anything positive, but they're always talking. You know what I mean? You got to be careful. I told you guys I have an eye condition called keratoconus. That's where the corneas of my eyes, the outside of my eyes, are shaped like cones. And that's why you see these spots in my eyes. Okay? It causes everything to be blurry, so everything is a little out of focus. So I might, they tell, like, I'll be with my friends or something, and they'll be like, hand me that glass over there. And I'll be like, no, hand me that pen over there. And I'll be like, you got to show me exactly where. And they'll be like, yo, blind ass. No. I have corrected, and they thought I was crazy. I corrected my friends every single time, and I will continue to correct them. I am not blind. Do not speak that over me. That's one of my biggest fears of going blind, even though I know I'm not going to because God got me. See how you speak positive over yourself? You got to speak that over yourself, y'all. I'm telling you, it's real. I know God got me. I'm not going to be blind. I'm fine. As a matter of fact, he going to heal my eyes. Come on here, somebody. Amen. Okay? So no, don't speak that on me. Don't say you're blind. I'm not blind. I am visually impaired at the moment. Because if I was blind, how could I do this? I had to see to do this, didn't I? Anyway, and I can still draw. Okay, I can see. I'm just slightly impaired at the moment. And that's one reason why I don't work is because my eyes get irritated and I can't focus and it gets hard to see and stuff like that. So that's all that. So don't speak. You got to be careful of the words that you speak on people. and yourself. Okay, because words are powerful. I know people are always talking about what you put out there, you get back. And it's the truth. They call it karma. I call it just God. Okay. Yes, I mean, because y'all got to be careful with that. People are too flippant with their mouth. People say things too quick out their mouth nowadays, and they don't care about what the consequences is. You don't understand. You speak something over on somebody else, and it will come back to you. In the Bible, when the Pharaoh, when Moses went there and they had all them plagues, and he was trying to tell the Pharaoh to cut it out and let his people go, let God's people go, and the Pharaoh was like, I ain't. Okay. And the last plague came upon him by his own words. Moses told him, he said, by your speech, it shall be done. When he said that he wanted to kill all the firstborn in Israel, of the Hebrews. He wanted to kill all the firstborn. But what ended up happening? The death angel came down. They put, and all the Hebrews put blood on their doorposts. Okay, people wonder why. Because back then doorposts were made like on there. You have your door like this, like this, right? Two posts on either side, but at the top they crossed. Do you get it? So there's a cross on this side and a cross on this side. It was foretelling of Jesus' sacrifice. When they put the lamb's blood, it had to be a spotless lamb that they put the blood, because Moses had told them what was going to happen and for them to do this, to protect their houses. So when the death angel come through and he see that blood on their doorpost, he will overlook them and keep going. Y'all better get into this. It's some good stuff. For real. God ain't no joke. And he's off the hook. I love him. Okay. Let's see. So yes, forgiveness is a prayer. And our words are very strong. Be careful what you say to people or to yourself. Okay. And all right, his last question. I'll be all right. His last question was strange coincidences. What are what? He asked me, strange coincidences are what? Because listen, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. Integrity, I'm gonna say this to you. When you gave me that example about, losing the job and all that and everything, and then everything just miraculously come back, God will do things and show you things. They may look like coincidences, but he'll do it to either warn you about something or to inform you about something that's coming. Those coincidences are not coincidences. They're signs. They are signs to tell you either that danger's there or to tell you that something's good coming. There's signs. You just have to learn how to interpret them. There's no such thing as coincidences. I'm sorry. God knows the beginning from the end. So there's nothing that can surprise him. And nowadays, don't nothing surprise me. It's crazy. You guys got to understand that I keep telling y'all stronger than who you think you are. You're not you're not of this earth. We are on this earth, but we're not from here. We are visiting here. He gave us this planet for us to till and to prosper and to multiply and to build up a community to worship him, not ourselves. And that's the problem, because man has free will. So of course man gonna do what man gonna want to do. That's the reason why Adam and Eve ate the dang on fruit, because they had free will. after he warned them and told them exactly what was going to happen, they still ate it. Well, she ate it and gave it to him. And that's what's going on now. You women letting these men, these snakes, get all up in your ear, and then you go ahead and do something that you ain't supposed to be doing, and then you go and share it with with the man that you're supposed to be with, and then both of y'all fall. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you. People, we got to get it together. We got to get ourselves stronger. We got to get our spirits stronger. Time is running out. Time is running out. Jesus don't even know when he's coming back. Only the Father. Yeshua does not know when he's coming back. The angels in heaven, all the heavenly hosts, do not know when he's coming back. Only the Father. We are supposed to be, the ecclesia, the church. The people are the church. The building is the building. Shut up, girl. I ain't done with you. I ain't done. I got a little bit more. Hush. Thank you. The people are the church. We are the church, the ecclesia. Okay? When he does come back, he's coming to get the church. He's coming to get those who overcome this world and break the chains of this world. How can you be caught away with him when he comes if you're still tied to this earth with sex, drugs, lying, corruption? He can't snatch you away if you got these chains on you. Think of it like that. God would have it that no one perishes. But we put it on ourselves. God sends no one. Let me get it straight. God sends no one except Lucifer and his nasty, low down, no good, shiesty, trifling ass damn angels in hell. He don't send anybody there but them. We send ourselves there. Well, y'all send yourselves there because I'm going to be here to the rapture and I'm going home. I got a mansion up there and I know it looks cool. I know it's banging. I ain't worried. So I'm saying y'all act a fool if you want to. That's one of the reasons why I'm starting this channel, so I can get this stuff right. I have to do my job. And I'm so thankful that you guys let me do my job. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, she went off, so I guess that means it's time to go. Integrity, I really hope I answered your questions to your satisfaction once again. And to all my people out there, come on, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about these things. And if you have any questions or anything that you want to know my opinion on, go ahead and drop me some comments in the comment section. Okay? In the comment section. I'll be all right. But you know, it's things like that, and you know, and it's like this. It's just like the damn video. I love y'all. Oh, that's what I forgot to tell you. I love you, and ain't nothing that you can do about it.